Welcome back on this Wednesday morning. So we're starting off with some locally dense fog in portions of central and the eastern areas of the UP this morning, along with some isolated mist. Nothing that's widespread by any means. And then as we look towards the next couple of days, we continue with a record warmth. Then tomorrow a system brings in some rain, potentially a few rumbles of thunder, and then following that cooler air. With that cooler air, it will help cause more lake effect snow into the weekend. So it will feel a little bit more wintry this upcoming weekend. But ahead of that, a couple more days of this very spring-like pattern for us. So this afternoon, climbing into the 40s this afternoon with cloudy skies and a wind flow out of the south. Temperatures at least 20 to about 27 degrees above the normal, especially across the west end of the UP. Temperatures for this afternoon climbing to the upper 40s across the west end with isolated 50-degree readings, lower to mid 40s in the central and the east, and then some upper 30s to near 40 degrees right along Lake Michigan this afternoon. Then our overnight lows also on the warm side. We could still break some record warm low temperatures tonight and for tomorrow night as well, as those overnight lows will generally be in the upper 30s and a few low 40s still possible. Tomorrow afternoon, we're looking at more of those mid 40s and isolated upper 40s as well. Even low 40s along Lake Michigan. Here's a look at the satellite radar loop imagery right now this morning as you step outside the door. Nothing really happening out there. So it is going to be a fairly decent start to the day aside from the fog that is across portions of the east end. So be mindful of that. But this is our next system. It's forming in the Intermountain West and eventually it'll take a little bit better shape as it develops and tracks north and northeast. So with this, a frontal boundary will be moving through tomorrow night into Friday morning, and ahead of it we're going to have one, breezy winds, and two, that wind is going to help bring in even warmer air for us. That warm, moist air and that frontal boundary moving through could trigger a few of those rain showers to develop and cause some isolated rumbles of thunder. So the Climate Prediction Center, but the Storm Prediction Center has a very generalized risk for a few isolated thunder showers tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening for portions of Wisconsin and even portions of the UP. So a few of those rain showers that pass through, as I mentioned, could have a few rumbles of thunder with them. Here's the hour by hour today. Cloudy skies, wind flow out of the south. Just a few spotty rain showers possible very late this afternoon in the west end of the UP. We start off kind of quiet tomorrow morning, and then the wind will increase for tomorrow throughout the day. We'll then start to see those scattered rain showers develop in the afternoon, moving across the west and the central counties. This is 3:30 in the afternoon, and then that passes east. We have another little batch of rain showers with isolated moderate to heavy rain and a few rumbles of thunder tomorrow evening into tomorrow night. That's 11 p.m. That moves on through by Friday morning. Most of that is out of the region. We have cooler air setting in behind it. And that brings in the chance for some lake effect snow along our west and our northwest wind belts for Friday and then extending into this weekend. Rainfall amounts not super impressive, so generally less than about 1/10 of an inch of rain expected. Most of the rain for the west end of the UP. Wind flow out of the south tomorrow with gusts ranging 25 to 35 miles per hour at times ahead of that frontal boundary as it moves on through. Behind that frontal boundary, I mentioned there's cooler trend. Temperatures down to around 30, some upper 20s likely, mainly for portions of the west end of the UP. And then a second front comes in Monday night into Tuesday to help reinforce some of that cooler air.
Still ahead in sports, Gladstone traveled to Ishpeming